Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, June 4th. We are almost to the end of the week. And this week we have been learning about oceans and islands. So we'll start with singing our continents and oceans song. Here is our globe. We'll start with how many continents? Do you remember? 7. 7 is 5 and 2. There are 7 continents: Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia, North America, South America, Antarctica. There are 5 oceans: Atlantic Ocean, Pacific and Indian Ocean, Arctic and Southern Ocean. And the area that we've been talking about this week is called Oceania, which is mostly oceans. This area over here in the Pacific that has all of these islands, thousands of islands. And when I was a kid, when I was 11 and I turned 12 there, my family lived in New Zealand, these 2 islands right there, for a few months. On the other side of the world. It took a very long plane ride to get there. I'm going to show you this bigger globe so we can see some of these islands, because there's a lot of teeny tiny islands. So here's Australia, there's New Zealand, and then over here is Hawaii. And all between there's lots and lots of little islands. And this set of islands is called Polynesia. Now, some of you might have seen the movie Moana. That movie, that's fiction, but the setting is in the Polynesian Islands. So some of the things that you saw in that movie are actually similar to the cultures in the Polynesian Islands. Now, last night, and actually twice yesterday, our house lost power. We didn't have electricity for a couple hours. Did that happen to any of you? There's some really big storms that came through, some really strong wind and rain. And that made me realize we are so used to having electricity, aren't we? We kept trying to turn on the lights. We kept forgetting that different appliances and the computers wouldn't work. We're not used to not having electricity. But up until even a little over 100 years ago, almost no one had electricity. Everybody lived every day without any electricity. We're not used to that, are we? And there's still places in different parts of the world where people know how to get everything they need without electricity, without having stores to go to or a car. They know how to find everything they need from the biome around them. And so some of the islands, there's people who still know how to take care of everything they need without having it brought from other places or from stores or ships or things. So one of the things, today I have a couple videos. One is about coconut trees and how people can get everything they need from coconuts. Remember what this is? This is one kind of coconuts. There's other coconuts that are very round. But you can learn a little bit about coconuts and how people can get so many things from coconuts and the coconut tree. And there's also some songs and some dances that you might want to watch and try. And I have something that I brought back from New Zealand when I was a kid. This is a kind of stone called jade. It's a really pretty green rock. It's one of my favorite colors. And so they can make all kinds of things out of the jade stone. So, the other thing that I'm going to invite you to do is to do some storytelling in your family today. Now, people all over the world in all different cultures tell stories. Sometimes we put those stories into books, and sometimes we just say them out loud and tell them. And parents and grandparents have always told stories to their kids. Sometimes we tell pretend stories, and sometimes we can tell true stories about our life. So today I want you to ask someone in your family who's an adult to tell you a story about when they were a kid, maybe your age. Would you like to hear a story? So when I was, I think I was probably 6 or 7, I needed to go to the eye doctor. They said, it seems like your eyes aren't working. We're having a little bit trouble seeing some things. So they sent me to the eye doctor and they did all kinds of different tests. And they found out 2 things. They said I was going to start wearing glasses and that would help me see better. And they said, your eyes aren't really working as a team. Your right eye is doing a lot of work and your left eye isn't helping very much. And you'll be able to see better if your eyes work as a team. So you know what they did to make my left eye stronger? They gave me a patch to wear over my right eye, like that. It was like a big Band-Aid. And all summer when I was 7, I wore a patch over one eye so that my left eye was having to do all the work so it would get stronger and would be a better team player. What do you think that would be like to have to wear a patch over your eye? I could open it, but it was all dark. So you can find out what stories your family has about when they were kids, and you also might want to see if anyone has some pictures of when you were a baby. Have you seen your baby pictures before? What do you think? Can you tell? Can you tell that it looks like you, or does it look totally different? And I also wonder, you can think about what are some things that you couldn't do when you were a baby that you can do now. So I hope you have some fun doing storytelling, and if you hear any good stories or find out something really interesting about when you were a baby, I would love to hear it.